this cannot be Mr. President's wish. Because you mention President every other minute. I know the President, and I know this is not his wish. We, the National Assembly, carries upon in total the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. This token is not renewed token of Mr. President. It's a complete betrayal of Mr. President's laudable objective, which the National Assembly has completely keyed into across party lines. That's it.
So are you judging or you are asking me questions?
You are not entitled to interrupt me.
No, you can't use foul language on me. No. I'm a distinguished Nigerian. You can't use foul language on me, please.
Honorable Minister.
No,
please,
sir.
No, excuse me, mind your language, please.
No, but you can't use foul
were in
language
this
on
Senate,
me.
excuse me, sir.
For how long? 2 months.
You were in this Senate. You mind your language. You are addressing a senator.
2 months senator.
So
Mind your language.
that's it. Chairman, thank you for the disruption, and I thank you for your patience and your leadership, please.
Go ahead.
The termination of NNPC funding and private sector funding. I salute Mr. President for this decision. Because this so-called tax credit is very difficult to maintain, to monitor the transparency. So for me, I celebrate it. You spoke to the issue of the Federal Minister of Finance, who Mr. President has also assigned as the coordinating minister of the economy. And you said he is not releasing money, and that is affecting your project. But you also assure us that Mr. President is not aware of this. This is your written address. And I'm like, since Honorable Minister is a member of the Federal Executive Council, and another minister who is also a member of the Federal Executive Council is doing things in a manner that affects your work, why are you not able to draw Mr. President's attention? Because you claim in a written statement that he is not aware. And there has to be some coherence between what one minister is doing and what the other one is doing, particularly when you are referring to a coordinating minister. I mean, I just listen to you. Yes. It will appear that there is no communication between honorable ministers who also buy into and are representing Mr. President laudable renewed hope agenda, of which we are all 100% in it. I'm not just a senator, I'm 100% APC. Okay. Lastly, sir.
Yes.
The issue of private sector intervention. Sir, I'm honored that I was invited to witness one of the flag off from Benin to, is it Asaba, who was supposed to be funded by private sector. Although I have still found out that the money they are using is workers' pension money that is being recycled by so-called private sector, not their money. It's the workers' social capital. And that's what they are channeling through failure vehicles, and they pose as though they are private sector investors. They are just middlemen. But that is not at the heart of my problem. My problem is between that time we went to commission, and the last time I visited, build, operate, build and tow. I'm like, until it's built, they will not tow. So the people going from Benin to Asaba, they have huge challenges with regards to the quality of work and even the pace of work. That's why I say I have to learn to speak slowly in line with the pace of work by these contractors who are working for private sector funded scheme. I will conclude by appealing to you, sir, that flowing from what the distinguished senator Gadu just said, the former government is
no.
Sorry.
Pardon me. You are a senator and your friend.
Pardon me. Sorry. Forgive me. You know, we're former champion.
You're mocking me.
I think that rather than have another allocation of, is this 700 billion for zonal, whatever, I'm like, in line with what you said, sir, is it really helpful to appropriate another 700 billion for new zonal project? People have not yet, I'm yet to see the details as to which road is attracting what in this zonal project, including those in the south-south, where in the south-south, which of these is agreeing to Edo State. I'm like, if we concentrate on the existing Benin, Auchi, Lokoja, Okene road, and it's completed, it will have profound economic benefit to the people that any new Toki job in Edo, say with Edo to Asaba, or Edo Benin to Warri. So these are roads that have become completely impassable. I think it makes sense to patch. Now I want to talk like a tailor. To patch an old fabric so that you can wear it than appropriating Tutu 1 meter, half a meter to buy you Baba Niga, which we will not be able to bear. I want to thank you, sir, for your patience, and I'm very grateful. Comrade Co-Chair, God bless you. And Minister, I hope you don't pick offense with my apologize.
That is if I'm not able to answer your questions.
Sir, the next person, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir. Please, my brain is not as sharp as your own. Allow me only 2 minutes to answer these questions before you to escape. Please.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Let me thank my very good friend, my brother. You didn't mention Nekoma, the beautiful work that is going on there. But that is for another day. Governor Goje, you talked about allocating small money, in our projects. This small money you see, most of them are retention funds. Even if you have finished your project in 2023, and because 5% is retained of the total work done, it has to be in the budget for you to get your money. It's contractual, and that's what you see. You also see your constituency projects. Most of the small allocation you see are also constituency projects. And it will be important that constituency projects should continue. That's if you give us constituency projects and we appropriate it. For example, if we put 100 million, and it's impossible to do a project of 100 million. And for the sake of your constituents, we, procure, say, 1 kilometer. It will be good to continue the funding in the next year appropriation. Because appropriation is not supposed to run just for 1 year, in most cases. This is very important to know. And let me also say that all the NPC projects have notional appropriation. They have national appropriation. I understand the law. If you don't put the legacy project in the budget, you cannot do the project. And also, the tax credit of the private sector, they also have national appropriation. And this is in agreement with the budget office. Then let me come to the issue of Mikano. I'm just hearing Mikano for the first time. But honestly, whether they are selling goods or vehicles or generators, it's not my business. My business is to look at the soup and make sure that the meat in the soup is looked after. So the job that the InfoQuest and not Mekano that is doing, they are doing so in my own state, in constituency of so if it is not a good thing, I don't think as Minister of Works I should have allowed them to work in my own state. I'm very 100% satisfied with the quality and the speed of work of Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano project. And my answer to the single senator is, I challenge you for project inspection and bring the best of your consultants. Bring, a static concrete tester, and then let us go and see, there are requirements in engineering. What is the strength of concrete in 7 days? What is the strength of concrete in 28 days? If you do it and it fails, I will throw in the towel. So I ask you for a joint inspection in terms of the speed, in terms of the quality, and in terms of, let me tell you, sir, that the former contractors were getting the equipment of this contractor. And they will be before you here, and we got all the agreements, and we showed it to this, National Assembly Works Committee. So I have no doubt about the integrity of the contractor, about the quality of the work, about the speed of the work. Now, the 1440 million, very simple. There is no fraud there, sir. There is no fraud there. The 1440 million. And that's why I wasn't too happy when you used the word fraud and betrayal.
I didn't use the word fraud.
No.
I said 14 million. Is it for a street work or for people who work at 14 million? I didn't use the word fraud.
Okay. Can I answer?
Yes.
When we came on board, we inherited an NPC project running from Lokoja, Abuja to Lokoja, running from Lokoja to Benin, from Benin to Warri. We also have the one that runs from Sapele, down to, Bayelsa, Rivers. And we also have the section that is running from, One Junction 30 kilometers, 156 billion that was designed for flexible pavement. And let me also teach and correct. There is wide difference between asphalt work and concrete work. I am, you know,
Mr. Chairman.
Can I continue, sir?
What order?
He has a point of order.
What order, please?
Can't say.
Okay, I withdraw, sir. I want to inform, sir. I want to inform there is a wide difference between asphalt and concrete as far as our profession is concerned. And so that is the information. Then number two, when we came on board, we looked at this project. Most of these projects of an NPC were awarded in April 2023, just a month to the end of that administration. So they were not funded. Some of them were given, advance payment. So when we came on board, we looked at the cost of this project, and the Federal Executive Council directed to phase this project. And that's why you see phase 1, section 1. You see phase 2, section 1. You see phase 3, section 1. So those appropriations are the phasing. Those ERGP are the phases of the project. The 14 million you are seeing, they are notional appropriation. It is to bring the project to law so that whatever funding that is coming for it will meet the terms of the law. There is no problems about that. They are product of phasing, the scoping, and a very ingenious way of completing this project. Thank you.
It's time for me. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
I've already mentioned him, so after him, please.
Please, Chairman, Honorable Minister, I just want to draw your attention to the rehabilitation of Odupani Ikodekone Road.
What page?
Page 5. ERGP 12154356. What we see here looks like more of a dissimulation rather than an intention to actually work on that road.
Can you allow me to locate it, sir?
Where is the graph?
Page 5.
1, 2, what, sir?
ERGP 12154356. Rehabilitation of Odupani Ikodekone.
5, 6, yes.
14
million.
What I see here is more like a dissimulation because 14 million is
An NPC project, notional appropriation.
okay. So this is just an optical illusion.
Yes.
We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you. Nobody, please. Peter. Take that one.
Okay, sorry, sir. Comrade, the time that we discovered that we're not being funded by the Minister of Finance, we took the matter to Federal Executive Council, and my colleague is here, and the President was very displeased. And I tell you his comment. He said, how could contractors go to the bank and borrow money at 7% and are not paid? So it was the time that we took the matter to the Federal Executive Council that Mr. President now set up a committee to address it. It is being addressed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, my distinguished colleagues, honorable members, the performing honorable Minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi. Well, let me commend my colleague, Senator Oshiomhole, for doing the job of a parliamentarian. I plead that the honorable Minister don't misunderstand Oshiomhole, because as a man carrying the post, he's saying what we're supposed to say. And but one thing we can't take away from the present Minister of Works, which all Nigerians have seen and have agreed, is that this is the first time we are having a minister who is an expert in that field of civil engineering. It is now that we are having a minister who is innovative. We can now see a minister who insists on value for money. We can also see a minister who insists that jobs should be done according to specification. You can't take that away from the honorable minister. And your position, if you had joined us to oversight the honorable minister, probably your position would have been different. Now, the Honorable Minister, while we commend you for what you are doing, which I said earlier that Nigerians are very happy with, because it's a fact that is speaking for itself. The Lagos Calabar Road, Coastal Road, many Nigerians never believed that is a reality. But today, from the explanations, over 200 kilometers out of the 700 kilometers have been completed.
No, it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. The same thing is happening in Badagry, Sokoto Coastal Road. The same thing is happening from Cross River, Ebonyi, Benue to Abuja. Now, the Honorable Minister,
1 minute, please.
the problem we are having here now is the funding of all these jobs. And I want you to use the good office
1 more minute,
to ensure that all these jobs are properly funded. Because it will become a beautiful nonsense when budget is made and is not funded. And in most cases, contractors will do their job, generate certificate, and they are not paid. It is even working against the government of the day, and our party in particular. So I urge you, Honorable Minister, to look in that direction and make sure that contractors are paid. Thank you, and may God bless.
Thank you,
Federal Republic of
Mr.
Nigeria.
already said it.
Well, somebody spoke for 15 minutes, Mr. Chairman. I'm a personal officer. Please, somebody spoke for 15 minutes, and I'm talking for 5 minutes.
You can't shout at me.
I will shout at you. I can present over this over you.
We can't.
I spoke for 5 minutes.
You cannot.
Then somebody spoke for 15 minutes.
I'm also a prisoner.
Don't talk with that, please. I can present over this meeting.
You can't.
That is the protocol.
No, you can't.
Thank you.
I'm also a principal officer.
You can't say so. You are under me.
You are bootlicking your
I
boss.
spoke for 15 minutes, and I'm talking for 5 minutes.
You are bootlicking.
Don't tell me that, please.
You are bootlicking.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Party all of one. You see, they ask questions. See, they all ask questions. You're just praising the minister. You should allow us to thank him. Excuse me.
Distinguished.
Ruling party. Excuse me. I was elected with 10 votes. I came through election. So what do you do? Ruling party what?
Please let's calm off nails, please. Senator Magoye, I agree with you. You have the floor and you can use the time. But it's okay. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Senator Magoye. Senator Magoye. Senator Magoye.
You are just a hitman. No, can't do that. You shouldn't respect my job. You shouldn't respect this man.
Mr. Chairman, the co-chairs and distinguished colleagues. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, the co-chair, if you can excuse me, I want to speak while standing. So that, yes, sir, right. That's why I'm seeking for information. Can I stand up and speak? Okay, thank you very much. Distinguished colleagues, let's remember that we are not in a closed session. We are before the cameras and everybody. Please, sir, don't allow. Please, don't allow. Don't allow. Honorable colleagues, whatever we do, we should not forget that we are colleagues. Whatever we do, we should not forget that we are colleagues. And whatever you say, you must remember that you only say those things that if somebody says it to you, you will be okay. I understand your position, but equally, I must tell you here that it was wrong for you to refer to an elderly person and to a leader too that is from the minority. Yes, I must tell you the truth. I must tell you the truth. I don't think. I don't think.
You should be done for all. You come for 15 minutes and I come for 5 minutes.
Okay, calm down.
You cannot control something. I'll give that the police.
You were elected, I was elected too.
But Oshiomhole that spoke for 15 minutes is from APC.
You cannot tell me what to say.
Calm down, please.
You can't tell me what to say.
You cannot tell me what to say. I'm a deputy senator.
Honorable Senator Jume. Senator Dume, please sit down. Please sit down, Senator Dume. Senator Wagoye. Distinguished. You are distinguished gentlemen. And please, you don't pass judgment on him, Senator Dume, your colleague, like you said. Please. Honorable Senator Wagoye, please, let's put an end to this matter. Distinguished. I thought you wanted to ask the question. That's why, before you now dive into judging him.
Let me ask my question.
Your question now.
No question. No question. I want to ask my question.
Question.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister.
As we have seen on this very particular video, which we just watched now, the clashes occurred during a joint budget defense session at the National Assembly on Wednesday, February 11, 2026, where Minister of Works Senator David Umahi defends his ministry proposal, which is 3.4 trillion or multi-trillion naira budget for 2026, focusing heavily on road infrastructure projects like highway, bridges, and major legacies initiative. The session involved members of the Senate and House of Representatives Committee on a work began relatively smoothly with Umahi's presentation. He praises President Bola Tinubu's support for the ministry, noting that the president had never pressured him to award contracts to specific individuals and emphasize priorities such as complete ongoing major highway. Tensions escalated when Senator Adam Oshiomhole, of APC Edo North, known for his sharp and probing styles, greeted the minister. Key point of contention included the controversial removal of the Abuja-Kaduna-Zaria-Kano Road project from long-established contractors Julius Baker and its reassignment to another firm referred to in some reports as Makono or Seminar, which lawmakers question for its technical competency, claiming it was better known for things like generator manufacturing than large-scale road construction. Broader concerns over procurement transparency, value for money, contractors' qualification, and prioritization, e.g., massive projects like the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway facility fixing diluted internal roads in regions like South-South and North-Central. Oshiomhole questioning green intents, praising Umahi for explanation and clarity on these issues. The exchange became heated, with Umahi pushing back strongly. He dismissed insinuation of impropriety, defended the decision, and challenged lawmakers to visit project sites themselves. He boldly stated that if any road, particularly the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano one, failed quality standard upon inspection, he would resign immediately. I would throw in the towel. At one point, Umahi directly addressed Oshiomhole, telling him words to the effect of "You need to take easy on me," or variations like "Please take it easy. You have to take it easy," and "Please not to use full language or speak disrespectfully." In the video clips which we've just watched, calculated from the session, Umahi asserted his dignity, saying things like, "You can't use full languages on me, you cannot talk to me anyhow," and emphasizing, "I am distinguished Nigerian or distinguished senator or minister. He described Oshiomhole as a friend in some exchange, but insisted on mature respect, refusing to answer if tone did not improve. The session overall turned loud and chaotic, with procedural interruption, multiple heated arguments, including separate clashes among senators like Umahi, and anger over speaking time and ranking privileges, partly triggered by Oshiomhole lengthy questioning and reports of lawmakers walking out in frustration. Despite the drama, Umahi maintained confidence in his ministerial work and contractors, assuring quality, delivering and inviting oversight visits. The event highlighted ongoing scrutiny of infrastructure spending, contractors award, and executive legislative tensions in Nigeria budget process. Videos of the key Oshiomhole moments went viral on platforms like YouTube and social media, capturing them back and forth under titles like Budget Defense. You need to take it easy on me, Umahi tells Oshiomhole. Do you think on this very budget meeting do you think everything was going well? Or do you think Oshiomhole was very rude to Umahi? Or do you think they have discussed, or the way they have talked is necessarily how it's supposed to be? Let's hear from you in the comment section what you think on this very particular video. Let's hear from you. Please drop a comment and please follow us, subscribe now so that we can notify you when we come with other videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and drop what is in your mind or what you think about this very particular meeting of the budget. God bless you. I'll come your way again as soon as you will subscribe to us, and we'll notify you when next or immediately we have another video that can educate or inform you of what is happening in the country. God bless you and remain blessed. Bye.